The New York Knicks have obtained Karl-Anthony Towns from the Minnesota Timberwolves in exchange for Julius Randle. Frostberg, if you know, I don't know, I don't know what it is, but this is the difference between me and my wife, right? And I'll say this because she's not listening right now. She never takes into account for anything that could be something unforeseen, right? She never takes into account anything unforeseen. Oh, we should have been able to get here in 15 minutes. Yes, traffic is unpredictable. 30 years of living in LA. Traffic is we should have been able to. Yes, there are unforeseen things that happen. And I don't know what you're doing with the Jalen Brunson thing. But
you can't rule it out.
You're making unforeseen things, but I don't know what they could be. But you're making them unforeseeable things potentially happen. Stop doing that. Stop doing that right now.
If he keeps saying it, eventually it'll hit the proper earth in the multiverse. And put that into motion.
Boy, remember when the Knicks, they loved Jalen Brunson, then they traded him away.
They loved him. He was everywhere.
You got me saying stupid stuff. Stop. Now you got me saying stupid things. I'm saying stupid things.
Did you hear him say that, Alex? Do we have that?
I'm not saying stupid things. Stop. Stop. That is the trade. That is not the trade that he's talking. The trade is.
Look what he did.
Karl-Anthony Towns.
You just stepped in it.
For Julius Randle and Dante DiVincenzo.
And potentially Jalen Brunson.
There's no potential. No,
well,
stop.
Potentially and likely there is a third team as theorized.
Potentially, I'll fight you in the parking lot. That's potential right there.
I will
That
film
could
it.
happen.
Yeah.
Hey, can we get a pay-per-view set up, Alex? How quickly can we do that? Does that become a Patreon or something?
What are you doing? Stop doing this. What's going on?
He's a wizard, Harry.
Stop.
I like that laugh.
Stop. You know what I need is I wish I
Pasta?
could have no. Well, I always need pasta
Cheese?
or a sandwich. Is like 3 times a show to be able to do one of those Thanos go back in time and okay, we're gonna redo the last 2 minutes
Gotta
over
put the
again.
stone back in Vision's head.
I would take so I could yank it out again. Like how the Knicks yank Karl-Anthony Towns out of Minnesota. Look, we talked about it a few minutes ago. It seems like both teams wanted to move on from their big men, right? And Karl-Anthony Towns, a more talented all-around big man. Julius Randle, at times for the Knicks, has been really, really good. But when they needed him the most last year, he got hurt. He was disinterested the year before. He was always someone that, even though they gave him the money, he was kind of an odd fit.
You had to massage that relationship quite a bit, right? In terms of trying to make sure he stayed happy and in what you were trying to build. Yeah. Certainly. I mean, because it's a system, whatever you say about it, it's a system that requires you to buy in and complete intensity. And when you're not, you become the odd man out.
Yeah, it's and so I get that as the Knicks morphed over last year, becoming much more Jalen Brunson driven and the backcourt driven and getting Bridges in the offseason is a huge get, that Randle kind of moved to the back burner. And especially coming off an injury, the Knicks saw how good they were without him. And what they saw was, hey, when we have 2 good guys that we can just plop in the middle with Hartenstein and Mitchell Robinson, this is a better team than what we have without playing these guys and with Randle playing. Because if Randle is playing, obviously there's less minutes for those guys. So the Knicks saw over the course of the playoff run, until everybody started getting hurt, that, hey, this is our best team. When these are the guys that are playing, and we have a genuine old school big in the paint, rim protector, and can hit shots now and again. We don't need someone to be great offensively. We just need someone that can hit some shots. And Hartenstein hit some shots clearly over the course of the playoffs. Now, with Randle phasing out, the same thing could be said for Minnesota, right? What did they become over the course of the past year? They became the best team in the Western Conference. They rolled through everybody. They should have been in the NBA Finals. Or they should have been a team that, I should say this, they should have been a team that when you think about who is going to be enough, who has enough at that point, peaking at the right time to win the finals, it should have been Minnesota, right? You think about Minnesota in that vein. So the fact that Minnesota got as far as they did, and they lose to Dallas in the Western Conference Finals. Okay, what were they missing, right? They were missing a little bit of D, right? You needed more guys out on Luka and Kyrie. So with Karl-Anthony Towns, who had sort of also been pushed to the back burner a little bit because you already had the one big and rim protector in Gobert, and over the past couple of years, his name has come up in a lot of rumors and trades that maybe he was somebody that could have been gotten. So on the surface, it looks like, hey, each team, this could solve each of our problems. And with Karl-Anthony Towns being a better player than Randall was, obviously, to make the salaries match, the Knicks had to throw in DiVincenzo. Now, I'll be the first guy to tell you I'm more bummed about missing DiVincenzo than I am missing Julius Randle, but it doesn't matter. Getting a big who is more talented than anything you're going to get from Mitchell Robinson or Hartenstein, being able to plop him down in the middle, especially his level of talent where he does everything. And that's the thing. It's not just, hey, here's a rebounder and a rim protector, or this guy's going to give you some three. This is a guy that's going to do it all. And being able to put him in the middle of that offense is really going to be something. And the fact that this is a trade that was agreed upon, knowing full well, hey, you got Tibbs, you got Karl-Anthony Towns, how is that going to go in New York? There's no way Karl-Anthony Towns is saying yes unless he's very excited about going, because the Stars have all the power in the NBA. So if this was a trade where they said, hey, we're really close for you trading you to New York, he would say, oh, to play with Tibbs? No, not doing it. I'm not reporting. And they wouldn't make the trade because no team wants to be on the hook for that. Even though it shouldn't happen that way, the big stars still hold all the power. So the fact that the Knicks are getting him, and this has happened pretty quick, and Karl-Anthony Towns, was given the blessing to it. In the end, I mean, look, I know I've been looking at it from the Knicks standpoint the last 25 minutes, but this is something that I could see both teams really benefiting from, because look at how the Timberwolves have been able to morph through a team that's more athletic and more, need more shots, need more threes, and that's what DiVincenzo is going to bring. But Randall being able to play inside out is going to be a big thing. That's going to fit more with what the Timberwolves like. So now suddenly they become the overwhelming favorites to make it to the finals in the Western Conference.
Now, what's curious is Tim Bontemps, ESPN. He reiterated something we talked about during the course of the season. Minnesota was a place, and they were hot to try to get DiVincenzo last season, right, where he ended up in New York. So now they get him, but he also surmises, as Justin brought up in the beginning of things, going, well, perhaps we end up with a third team in the mix. And part of it goes to the whole apron thing and trying to figure out where everybody is relative to the apron and the ramifications. We're on air. We can't go do the deep dive and round out numbers and look at the salary caps or whatever else. But that Charlotte is evidently the team that might enter the fray to help massage this and make it come to fruition in some form. So still some movement to be done, but the principles involved certainly from both sides, as we've talked about. Randall, arm's length, Cat, arm's length, and I was telling you, he was part of a big thing Fanatics and Tops and everybody did for Trading Card Day last week.
Yeah, out here.
He was out here in Burbank, and he was the smilingest, happiest guy in the world from all reports. So maybe he already knew something was in the works.
Will you sign this Minnesota rookie card? Ooh, yeah, what the hell? I don't care. But you definitely want to get my card this year. Wink, wink. Oh, really? Yes. Get my card this year.
Well,
wink, wink.
I'll immediately start looking at the effects of the card market. Generally, you get traded to New York. It does a nice little bump for you in terms of the value before you ever play a game.
Like Vince Vaughn and Bad Monkey this week. Hey, I'm not winking at you, understanding. I know what you're not telling me. Got it. I got it. No, look, this is a trade that, this is not the Knicks dumping their problems off. Look, are they getting the better end of the deal? 100%, because what they're getting is absolutely what they need. And I'm sure Minnesota is thinking the same thing. Hey, Karl-Anthony Towns, the way the team is now, he doesn't fit with as much what we want to do, and maybe Randall and DiVincenzo fit a little bit better. But it doesn't matter, because honestly, I look at this and I say, yeah, I'm talking about the Knicks going to the finals. I thought they were going before this trade. Now, who has a better team on paper than Minnesota? I mean, really, who has a better team on paper than Minnesota
Celtics.
In the West?
Oh, in the West.
I mean, nobody. I mean, you have really good. Look, the Thunder are really good, right? They added Hartenstein, obviously, but you have a MVP finalist in Gilgeous-Alexander. The Mavericks are coming off of their finals appearance. You have some really good teams in the West, and still nobody can really out-rotation the Timberwolves right now. So, really, I'm ready. Write me in for the Knicks-Timberwolves finals. I'm ready. I'd love to see Julius Randle on the other side of the court in the finals. I'd love to see Julius Randle do one of those, hey, give me the ball, I'm going to ISO from the three-point line, and I can't get my own shot, and when you double me, I'm just going to turn the ball over. I can't wait for that point of the NBA finals. Give me that, yeah.
Celtics at the top, as we said last hour. Thunder second. Right behind them, the Knicks. The next favorite, the Philadelphia 76ers.
Yeah, but the Sixers are on my never again list. They're on my never again. They're not.
Well, you have a very
happening.
long list. Pretty soon you're not going to have any teams to pick except for the ones that you cheer for. And no,
that's not true.
That's a level of absurdity unknown to man.
I have put a couple of teams I have put like 2 or 3 teams on the never again list in the last couple of months.
You should throw them in your DraftKings parlay.
Yeah. Let's go.
Yeah. Can I parlay a team to never win? What do you mean? I want a part that they're never going to
Knicks.
win. Well, when's the payoff? There's no payoff. It's just, you're never going to win.
When you say a team that never win, they just tell you, oh, you mean the Knicks?
The Knicks are going to the finals this year, man.
Check your ticket.
How are they going?
You got to check your ticket before you leave the window. Why does this say Knicks?
Blue and orange and purple, man. I'll be so excited.
20 wins at most.
I'll be excited. Hear all the Prince songs I want to play at home before the Knicks play. Sure, let's go crazy. Let's get nuts. It's exciting.
It's going to be a long year.
It's exciting.
Between the Jets being semi-functional. At least the Mets are sinking.
Listen,
they might not have anybody left by the time the weekend ends.
I got to be honest tonight. The Mets are going to lose, and it doesn't matter because the Knicks got Karl-Anthony Towns. That's how it goes. Sorry, that's how it goes.
Almost 10 years ago, that was a big deal.
It's all right. It's all right.
Celebrate. It's not a big deal.
The Mets losing tonight?
No.
Yeah, what do you...
10 years ago, you guys getting Cat might have been amazing.
It's amazing now.
Is it?
Yes, it is.
That's how amazing. Low the Knicks are.
Stop. It's the trade, just so you know, don't listen to Frostberg. Julius Randle, Dante DiVincenzo for Karl-Anthony Towns.
Potentially Jalen Brunson.
No,
there is time.